Hey guys, welcome to this video. It's officially feeling like fall, like I'm cold right now. It's pouring rain outside right now. I do have my window open so you might be able to hear it. I want to sit down and share with you guys like my updated everyday makeup. This is a very realistic everyday makeup look. I always dip into a little bit more makeup in the fall and I've just been really obsessed with like a soft liner. So keep on watching if you want to see how I got this everyday makeup look. My face is all prepped already. I actually used a vitamin C and AHA serum, so I really need to wear my SPF today. Shake it up. I do one little stripe of sunscreen and then just put that all over my face. Make sure to bring it down my neck. I just kind of keep on going in the bottle till I'm happy with covering my whole face. There's no real amount that you're supposed to use. I know on like TikTok there's all these like math equations to figure out how much sunscreen you need for the size of your face. I don't do that. I just kind of put it on until I feel fully coated. I am gonna go in with the Merit foundation, put it in the areas that I need a little bit more coverage. I use this more as a concealer versus a foundation on all the many scarrings on my face, and I put that under my eyes as well. I always do a sponge under my eyes. I just prefer how it looks. It kind of thins it out a bit. Concealer brush and just go ahead and pat everything in place. The patting's not going to move around the product so I can get more coverage. If the weather's not super duper cold, I love having my window open, especially at night and like waking up to it too. I love the sound of rain. Maybe it's something like living in Vancouver, I'm so used to the rain that it's like kind of like comforting in a way. Then I'm gonna go in with the Kosa setting powder. My favorite way to apply it is I take this little like setting brush from Real Techniques and then I just pop that in the areas where I put the product, not all over the face. I love this bronzer so much, the Cover FX bronzer. I've just been using it nonstop, but I've switched over to this massive, like look at this size difference. It's so big, but it just diffuses the product so nicely, especially with like more of a pigmented bronzer, and then literally just kind of pat it and then it's blended. Still trying to have a little bit of that sun-kissed look all year round. And this is just really fast to do because it just hits the broad area really quick. You don't have to worry about going back and forth. Just warms up the face, get that whole jawline, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing. You've seen this many times if you watch my videos, but I like to kind of warm up my nose, contour it a bit. I've honestly just been kind of rotating through like the same blushes. I love this Milk Makeup blush so much. This is in Work. Just such a pretty like cream kind of rose color. I feel like it's my perfect natural flush, and this brush is just the perfect brush. It just hugs the cheek so much. Kind of like circle motions of stippling and then bring it up into the bronzer. Everything just kind of melts together then. So highlight, I'm going in with the matte cream color base in Hush. I feel like this is a very underrated cream highlight, but it's one of my favorites. It's so good. This just melts into the skin and gives that really like natural lit from within glow. So I just tap that on my cheek, just honestly all the high points. Going in with my favorite primer and just pop that all over my eye. And then I always go in with my Powder Kiss Best of Me eyeshadow. This is always my base. You can tell I really love it. And I especially focus it here because this is where the crease of my eye is, where I crease, and where my mascara transfers. I am gonna take bronzer and just use that in the crease of my eye. This is a different bronzer though. It's much lighter and softer. It's the Ilia Drawn In Nightlight Bronzing Powder. I just pop it directly in my crease. This is just to create a natural shadow and contour. And then I just kind of take it from the corner of my eye, lift it up, just to kind of lift the shape so I'm not dragging my shape down. And then going in with my pencil brush, you've seen this a billion times. Starting on the outer edge and then bring it to the inner corner. And this is just a good base to do with any eye makeup look, honestly. It just sets you up for success. This makes everything look blended. And I'm just kind of connecting the bottom shadow up to the top to just lift it even more. Basically I'm going to do a wing, but I'm kind of creating the wing with a brush. So I just have like a flat edge brush. That's my favorite to use. MAC Teddy is a beautiful like chocolatey brown with a subtle like gold shimmer coming through it. So I'm just going to go with the outer corner here and just pick a point. Literally I just kind of like vision where I want it, pick a point and then drag. And then I just bring it all the way and then fill. Make sure you connect it from the corner here. There's no gap. And then I just take my brush and simply just bring it to where I want it. And it just quickly softens it. Making sure this is really straight along here. Okay, and then I always just have a Q-tip on hand and then I can always just clean up the edge here. Drag the product to where I want it to be, crispen up the edges. So instead of bringing the product and just drawing it, what I'm going to do is just put it on the liner that I have, and then with my brush I'll pull it up instead. You gonna come in? So I'm going to take Honey Lust from MAC, which is a really pretty kind of like champagne with a little bit of like a red tone in it. And this is a very like sparkly shadow. It's not like overly like, doesn't have like a dense pigmentation in it. It's more of like a topper, especially if you use more of a fluffy brush. Make sure to tap it off or else it'll fall out. And then I'm just gonna lightly just dust that on the lid. I especially love this look and doing like a little bit of like a messy bun and just have my hair kind of toy. It just looks really good. Then I'm just gonna take a small little pencil brush and go into the same shimmer and just put some in my inner corner. My cat's just in all my shots. That's a candle, honey. Don't go too close. Put a little bit on the bottom just to bring everything together. Continue the shimmer. One sec. Babes, in or out? What do you want? Come in. Bye. I'm just gonna add a little bit more brown. I'm just taking a shadow now. This is Wedge from MAC, and I'm just connecting the wing a bit to the crease and just adding a little bit more depth. I just think it needs a little bit more. Okay, and then with whatever's left on the brush that I did my wing with, I'm just gonna take a little bit on the lower lash line and just connect it from where I did it, and then just bring a little bit and just drag it on. This is just gonna kind of bring the look together, make sure it's not so top heavy, and then also just kind of make the lashes look a little bit thicker. So now I'm going to curl my lashes, my favorite Shiseido eyelash curler. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Kosas brow pop. I'm going to go ahead and kind of drag that through my brow. I've just been really enjoying a really natural brow lately. Then I'm just going to take my Big Brow Boost from MAC. Then I am going to go ahead, take a little bit of Soap Brow, the clear Paris soap. It just defines my brow hairs a bit more and lifts them. Especially with a good wing, you want to look lifted. I'm going to go ahead, take the Teddy liner again and just go in my tight line. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash Waterproof Mascara. I've been really loving this mascara. Bring the mirror down below to really get that lift. And I always use the tip of the mascara wand to really build the line and separate. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my MAC Extended Play, put some on the bottom lashes. Just going to coat a little bit more mascara on my lashes. I like my lashes to be quite thick actually. I have such a habit of not wearing lipstick now, especially with a mask. The most I'll do is a lip gloss often, so I think I'm going to be realistic and show you guys what I've been wearing. What I've been enjoying is just the MAC Power Glass lip gloss. It's just super natural. A little bit of sparkle, a little bit of plumpness. I just put that on my lips and call it a day. And I think it's also because I have Invisalign, I don't like to bring too much attention to my mouth either. I'm going to put a little bit of Subculture. It's like very light and nude. I all of a sudden got so cold, so I'm dressed now for the day. This is the finished look. It's super natural, but I think it's so flattering. A little bit of some like warmer chocolatey tones, which I've been loving for fall. Matches my blazer. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me today. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe so you can stay tuned for more of my videos. See you in my next one.
Those brown eyes in the sun make me weak. I still get butterflies every time we speak. In my head, cause it feels like I'm dreaming.